Hi guys, this is Alex, and welcome back to Kerbal. So I took a little bit of time and waited for Duna to get into a good position. And I think we should be able to get an intercept. Should be able to get one. Yeah. Very brief, but we'll get it. Here's the thing, though. This rocket isn't perfect. This engine is going to have very little thrust. It'll get us there, and in all likelihood it'll get us back. But it's going to take a while. So I'm probably going to have to fast forward through this because I don't want... This was part of the reason why I said before that this would be kind of easier to do in like a video format where I can just sort of fast forward through a lot of this. But not only is this going to take a while, but it's also going to take several orbits. I won't be able to complete this in one orbit because it just takes that long. So... Okay, so I'm going to fast forward through this, and I will talk to you guys again in a little bit. $18-minute burn. Oh. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I did put down a quick save, so, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Just, it's magically gone. Everything's back to where it was, except for Duna. Alright, well, let me try this again. Okay, I'm back, and we've gotten back to about where we were before. I think this will be good enough. Okay, so try again with fewer explosions this time. Okay. Finally, our orbit has just about reached Duna's. So welcome back. Just about there. And here's our intercept. And we're gonna want to get real close. Whoa. There we go. Alright, get that periapsis down kind of low. Want to get nice and close to it. There we go. That's about as close as we're going to get here. Alright. That only took about half an hour. So we've quick saved and let's head out. But before we head out, let's see if there's some more experiments that we can do before leaving Kerbal. And we can just hold that there. Yep. Yeah, we can do a little bit more. Also, I found out how to transfer Kerbals between modules. There we go. I think that's a new feature, or new to me at least. Okay, we have that, and we also want a temperature scan. Oh, right, that can be done from up here. Okay. Well, we have nothing providing us with power, which would make transmitting that data fairly difficult. Okay, there we go. Let's review that data, analyze it, and send it. So yeah, I think it took about half an hour or so to finish getting this orbit. Part of that was because I may have screwed up once or twice. I might cut that out. But yeah, quick saves are your friend. Okay, I guess we'll just get the recovery points then. Grab that. And get back in. And let's do more material-based science. We can squeeze a little bit out of that, I'm gonna say go for it. And clean the experiments. And one more to collect, because you get more science from collecting, bringing the data back to Kerbal than you do from transmitting it. So we're going to collect that too. Squeeze all of the science we can get out of it. There we go. Okay, finish cleaning it. Transfer them back into those modules. And we are well on our way to Ike. Take a screenshot of that. There we go. And there goes Kerbal, flying away. All right. Alright. Okay, there's Duna and there is Ike. So let's get a nice clean orbit. Gonna want to burn retrograde for this. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of fast forwarding in this episode, it seems. That's sort of the nature of interplanetary space. So right now I'm not too sure how long this episode's going to go on. I think I'm going to cut it after we get a nice orbit around Duna. I hope it's not too short. Because, like I said, I'm not too sure how much I'm going to cut or speed up. And this thing is not very good at steering. That's okay. Just get it over there. Good enough. Actually, let's quick save. Because once you start getting into these missions, you start getting to the point where you really don't want to fuck up that much. So it's like, let's quick save fairly often. Okay. There we go. Now, I meant to mention this sooner, but I actually haven't had a lot of that. I haven't had a lot of time to talk during this episode. But, I would have gotten this episode out sooner, but the problem is basically my schedule. I had hoped to record like 2 or 3 episodes on Wednesday, but as it turns out, I ended up running all over town looking for some sort of adapter that I could use to plug my new microphone into my computer, because I apparently did not get the right thing for it. So that took up most of my time on that day. So basically right now I have a new microphone and I don't even know if it's any good. Oh, I certainly hope it is, because by the time I've total up all the costs for this thing, it's going to be around $100, which I was not planning on spending that much on a microphone. Oh well. And I hope it's a damn good microphone. But yeah, I would have made episodes like yesterday, but the problem is basically my work schedule, and I also had some prior commitments. I got home at like, I think 8 o'clock yesterday? Yeah, I got home at 8 o'clock yesterday, and I had to be up at like 6:30 this morning, which I did not get enough sleep for because I spent all last night doing various things, and I did not get nearly enough sleep. So I'm actually fairly tired right now. And dear Lord, this is taking a while. Okay, I forgot how long these things took. So, why don't I speed up or cut it, depending on how fast this goes. And I'll be back soon. Alright, now we're getting there. Alright, we'll just aim for a nice, clean, stable orbit. That's all we really need for this episode. I mean, we're basically at Duna. We've made it to Duna. There we go. So yeah, we've made it to Duna. Now we need to land on Ike, which is its moon, right over there, I think. But first, we should do some science. Space high over Duna. Observe Materials Bay. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, basically I just haven't had a lot of time recently to do these videos. I am trying to keep it, I'm trying to keep it fairly, like, daily. I'm trying to get a video out every day. It's proving difficult, but, fortunately I have, good news, which is also slightly bad news. Here, let's send Wendy out on EVA. Do an EVA report. While in space, high over Duna. Okay. The good news is I'll be having a little bit more time to do these videos, possibly. The bad news is, I mentioned I work in retail. I was a seasonal worker, and they actually didn't really need me to stay on in the department that I was working in. I still have a job, but they sort of downgraded me. So now I work fewer hours. So I'll have more time to make these videos. So I'll make the best of it. Well, I might have more time to make these videos. It kind of depends. And it also depends on my schedule. I mean, if they continue to schedule me these ridiculous hours, like only giving me about 11 hours between shifts, there still might be the occasional day where I just don't have time. Because on days like that, I usually have to basically just come home, like, make dinner, and go to sleep. I just don't have time to do anything else. Not if I plan to be conscious while I'm driving to work, at least. Anyway, getting back to the game, we've used a fair amount of fuel just getting here, and this is with the nuclear engine. So definitely a good thing we had that. We should definitely have enough to get back. Especially considering we probably... I'm probably gonna leave this lander in orbit around Ike. Actually, no. Because while I was coming here, I forgot to collect data from interplanetary orbit around the sun. So I'm gonna need the module for that, I guess. We should have enough... Maybe when I do that, I'll quick save before, like, starting the journey back, just in case we don't have enough fuel, but I think we have enough fuel to get back. Especially considering this whole thing will be a lot lighter with less fuel. As you use fuel, you become more fuel efficient because you're lighter because you're carrying less fuel. Let's clean those experiments. Alright, we got a through report and EVA report and experiments, and we can't do the temperature scan from this high up. Okay. So, in the next video, we'll head to Ike, which will be right up there. So we'll have to get a nice lower orbit, see if we can encounter it. Anyway, so that's for next time, and that's going to do it for the video today, guys. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time.